Ahri versus Yone is a pretty rough matchup, so today I'm going to be taking you guys through a game that I'm playing in around Gold MMR to try to show you how you can beat Yone in lane. I'm Espino Shori. I was formerly the rank 1 Ahri player on NA a couple of years ago, 2 years ago. I've hit Challenger almost every single season that I've actively played. And today, I'm going to be walking you through how to play Ahri versus Yone. This is probably one of the matchups I get asked about the most in private coaching and in just general YouTube comments and such. I think the reason being is Yone is quite obnoxious to play against. He has a lot of dashes. The number one matchup I get asked about is, for sure, Syndra. And I'm trying to get a game playing against Syndra, but it's for some reason she's not played that much when I queue up. So, yeah, we'll see. The other two matchup I get asked a lot about is Zed and Mel. But today, we're going to be playing against Yone. This is the room page setup I'm running. Very stock standard Ahri. We're going to be taking W level 1. We're going to try to slow stack the wave. Yone already made a mistake. He started Doran's Blade. Auto attack this minion twice. Auto attack this minion once. This is now going to create a timer where we can harass the Yone. Yone is stepping up a little bit too much, so we'll sit back, throw some skills at him, and then harass him. It's very important to harass the Yone as much as possible, level 1, and abuse your range advantage. So you'll notice I'm slapping him a lot here, making sure to get my minions. He's walking up a little bit more than he should. Mistake on his part. I'm going to harass him heavily if he wants to get this minion as well. You'll see I'm just going for my stock standard trade. I'm going to take E level 2. Usually, at the highest level, if you're very, very good at spacing, you don't need to take E level 2 against these sorts of champions, but if you're like me and you're a little bit old and decrepit, your spacing isn't as good as it should be, so E level 2 can be incredibly, incredibly helpful to stop the enemy champion from getting on top of you very easily. I don't think Graves is necessarily going to level 2 gank me. I have a sneaking suspicion the Yone is going to jump here. He does. We've managed to take his potion, and we have a 5 CS advantage. Wave is now going to come back into us. Yone is going to hit level 3 here as well. I missed some minions. It's okay to miss minions because we're trying to heavily leverage a health advantage into a CS advantage. So we're going to try to see if we can let this wave come back into us. I placed a ward up here because this gives me a side of the lane that I can hover towards. Just to make sure that I'm not going to get killed on a Graves gank. Keeping the wave neutral. I do want to harass the Yone as much as possible. He's making a mistake here. He can die quite easily. But I'm just going to continue running away. Graves is only level 2. Good flash by the Sejuani. Does she get another one? Does she get another auto? Would be awesome. Nice, the Graves dies to that. And I get the kill. Yone is quite low as well. Sejuani should just... Oh, no, you don't need to help me. You really don't. I promise you. I am completely fine. Yone is now going to take his base. But the only reason that gank did not go very well for the enemy team was because Yone was so low health already. Because we were just stacking up the wave and then slapping him under tower. And harassing him for touching the wave. If Yone doesn't touch the wave and just drops CS elegantly, this matchup looks very different. But he is not doing that. I actually want to stay in the lane. I want to play for my lost chapter. And I'm evaluating that this Yone is not enough of a threat to really... For me to really care about the item discrepancy or the health discrepancy. I don't think he's too much of a threat that he can actually kill me before I get my base off regardless. And I would really want my lost chapter. So we'll stay for one more wave, be a bit greedy. Important to evaluate those positions. We're going to take our base now. I could walk up and slap the Yone a bit more if I wanted to be honest. But I already have a cannon minion base here, so I might as well. Malignant's Rod of Ages has been nerfed. In pro play, you'll have seen people running Catalyst without building Rod of Ages. I'm yet to see if I like it. Catalyst is incredibly, incredibly strong for lane. That is a crazy level 4 Yone roam. I cannot lie. What is he doing? That's insane. What? That is absurd. I mean, there's nothing you can do about that. You can just say, wow, Yone just roamed at level 4? He got a kill for it, but the risk that that doesn't work out versus like what he loses is so not worthwhile for him. Shove out the wave here. We can keep threatening the Yone. We have a good vision on the top side, so let's just keep threatening the Yone. If he tries to CS here, we'll hit him. Step back here, because he probably wants to go for these minions, or he wants to go for a trade. Get our little electrocute proc. We're just gonna continue shoving him under tower. At lower MMRs, you can do fancy stuff where you slow stack with the wave against melees. I'll show you how that works right here. So you'd keep the wave kind of neutral here. And this is going to force the Yone to step up to try to get minions. And then you'd use that to force a trade like this. And then you'd step back and you'd wait. You can see how this is making it quite annoying for the Yone to do anything. And then you'd get the wave stacked under tower like this. And you'll harass him very heavily when he's underneath the tower. You can do this. Generally speaking, I don't recommend it at the lower end of the ladder because it is a little bit harder to do. And you have to kind of navigate very well how you're spacing and how you're looking for trades. I, generally speaking, like just recommending, hey, just shove out the wave. Just have push, because if you have push, you have control over the lane for the most part. And you can move to whatever play you want to move to. You can take roams. Looks like the game is actually looking a little bit rough. I'm kind of surprised as to what's happening in this game. Because it feels like the game is very smooth here. Probably want to push this out and see if I can get a roam off somewhere. But the Yone is quite low, so I don't know if I actually do want to roam. I kind of like the idea of continuing to threat him under tower. What's happening bot lane here? Lulu flashes? Okay, that probably means this play is over, so I'm going to come back to mid lane. I'm evaluating that there's no way to make this play on the in the bot lane work. Is this gold elo? That's a very funny flash. He was not dead. He was completely fine. He's no teleport as well. I could play for plates here, but this is actually one of those timers where I probably want to roam. Bot lane is not looking good. I'm wondering where the enemy Graves is. Aphelios is gonna murder both of them, huh? But he doesn't kill the Sejuani. I think she kills. Oh, maybe she doesn't. Let's run down just to make sure. Okay, she does kill. That was kind of hard for me to evaluate. I'm quite close to Malignance. Oh, we can play this. Oh, never mind. The Yone sees. Oh, you need to back off. Yone sees. I'm quite close to Malignance, so I think I'm just gonna stay in lane and then teleport back on my Malignance timer. Just sit back, wait for his Q3 to run out. There's no reason to be fancy. And when he doesn't have his Q3, he's not really that scary. So we can just full combo him like so. Need to charm to get that minion because I kind of griefed the last hitting. My bad. And now I don't have charm up, so we need to be a little bit careful. The Yone can't trade with us. But now he doesn't have Q3 up, so he can't really trade with us. And we wanted to play for Malignance, right? So let's just take our back, or push out the wave and take our base now. Even if the Yone jumps on us here, it's not scary because we're going to base regardless. So let's take our base. Get our Malignance. We get an 8-minute Malignance. It's very good. Could teleport bot lane here. Oh, he missed his ult. No reason to teleport bot lane then. Shen is roaming down top river. So we need to be a little bit aware of that. Graves is going to go for the Drake. When you're coming back to lane, you should be paying attention to what's happening on the map. Like, where are the enemy champions going? And Graves is going to the Drake. Shen went down river. Oh, Graves is not going to do Drake, however. I could ult here to try to take Yone's ult as well. Wouldn't be a bad play, but I don't really want to. I like the idea of keeping my ult for as long as possible. Again, I'm just going to continue shoving out mid lane, because this is going to give me options to move out onto the map. You guys don't really need to worry about playing very fancy wave control and everything. You just need to worry about pushing the lane and having pressure. And then you can move to whatever you want to move to. Okay, so there's a Shen ult here. I think that's fine. We can definitely play this. Wow. Both players played that pretty horrendously. Just need to wait a little bit. Wait for the stun. Then we can ult on him. Then we can line up a charm. And then we get the kills. And now we can run back to mid lane. Bot lane is looking a bit rough, but this should free up our top laner as much as possible. I got 3 kills off of that as well. Or 2 kills off of that. Give her a little Q here so she does them a bit quicker. I want to come back to mid lane now. I don't want to help the Sejuani doing these because I have a wave mid lane that I need to catch. I already secured the grubs for her by killing the enemy jungler and top laner. So she should be able to get them on her own. Yone could run up here, in which case I would respond. I would just run up there as well. But that would be a bit odd by Yone, I think. So he's teleporting mid lane. I think I'm just going to take my base here. Because I don't have ult. So whenever you don't have your ult available, you should prioritize basing a little bit higher than you normally would. Because you're not going to be that useful on the map without your ult anyway. The enemy team is looking a bit squishier this game. So I'm going to be playing Sorcerer Shoes, I think we can one-shot 4 of these champions. Especially the Lulu. If I land a charm on her, she can die very, very quickly. And I think we also need damage because my bot lane is not doing very well. I always get worried when I'm playing Ahri and I'm seeing my bot lane losing. And seeing that there's a tank on the enemy team. Because as many of you know, Ahri does not deal with tanks very well. Like at all. So you need to kind of snowball your teammates as much as possible. Yone is running down. I mean, just leave if... Okay, you're gonna die to Yone despite the fact that we saw him. So, I don't really have anything I can say to that. That's Misfortune's fault. We saw the Yone 5 years away. I have no intention of going down to help. I'd much rather just slap this tower. But it looks like my Sejuani has the intention of doing something here. Oh, there's only 3 grubs now? Huh. Only 1 grub spawn? Okay. I'm very down to help on the Drake. Graves holds mid lane. That should mean the Drake is guaranteed, so I don't need to go down and help with Drake either. I can just be annoying mid lane. Because who's gonna contest the Drake, right? Well, Graves is already mid, so it's not gonna be him. Yone was in base, so it's not gonna be him. Top lane is top, and bot lane we see both of them. So no one is contesting Drake, so there's no reason for me to go down and help with the Drake. We are not under pressure to do the Drake quickly either. So just continue pushing out the wave, see what we can do. Probably want to start looking for these bot lane roams. I'm very tempted to ult on the Yone here, because he ulted, right? Well, I just missed, so that's rough. If I hit the charm there, it gets a bit weird for him. I still have 2 ult stacks, so we want to try to leverage those into as much of a health gain as we can. Miss another charm, and miss a Q. Well, you know... Remember when I said I had old and decrepit hands? Yeah, that's where you get to see it. It's with my skill shots. I'm notoriously bad at them. Trust me, I loved when Ahri had Everfrost, so I didn't even have to hit my charm. I could just press Alt and Everfrost on someone and they were dead. I could charm Flash here. But do I really trust my mechanics? Not really. So let's just stay mid lane. Yone is low health as well, so we want to try to jail him as much as possible. Like, he's bleeding minions right now. He's absolutely bleeding minions while I'm staying mid lane, threatening a tower. And if no one comes to bail him out, well, then he's just gonna lose his tower. So if I roam, which, by the way, I can't because I don't have an ult. But if I roam, then I'm letting him out of this very, very rough spot for him. So there we go. I can run bot lane now. I think my ult will be available by the time I get down there. So there's a decent chance I can make a play happen here. The enemy bot lane is very, very overextended. I'll try to play for my ult here. Aphelios is going to go into this bush and try to base. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, Shen ult? Yeah, okay. I guess I'm just dead. Did he just crit me twice, by the way? I think he did. You know, I expected the Lulu shield. I did not expect the Shen ult. I should have. That's my bad. Once I saw the size of that shield, it, yeah, that's on me. That is my bad. That's why you gotta be aware of who's actually in the game. I also do think he crit me twice. I feel like I got slammed very, very quickly. But it could have been because of his Q here. Gonna teleport back mid lane and just continue having the pressure. That was a pretty rough roam. I was very confident that would work as well. Yone is top lane, means no one is mid lane, so I can continue pressuring mid. It's one of those roams where you think it's gonna work, and yeah, then it just doesn't. There's some slight variable that I had not accounted for. I say slight. Shen ult, just didn't account for it, and you can see, made the roam very rough. Oh, okay. He's 10 and 1, 10 and 2. I think I can kill him bot lane here. The problem being, I think I can one-shot him quite easily. I'll just catch the wave here. I don't really want to go. Mostly because I don't know what summoners they used. Because if he has flash, then it gets quite weird. Because then I go in and then I die again. I don't know if we timed his flash. We did not. That's another thing I should have accounted for when I went down there the first time. Like, does he have summoners? Because if he had flash there, then even if there was no Shen ult, it would be rough for me. Let's just go back to playing disciplined. Push the wave, force someone to come match me mid lane. And then take a roam when we have a numbers advantage. And if no one comes to match me, then we just hit towers. I don't think I can beat the Shen very easily in the 1v1. Like, I think I can be annoying, but that's kind of it. Like, he heavily outtrades me. I can push the wave faster than him as well. Titanic Hydra is dealing quite a lot of damage. Minion didn't quite die. That sucks. I'm trying to bait the Sejuani gank. I do have true damage, so I do deal quite a lot of damage. Do you have ult? Do you have an ult for me? Nice. He should die. Wait for her ult, and then I line up my charm. Can use another ult. She gets the kill. That's fine. Come back to mid lane. Push out the wave. Oh, Graves was on Herald. Maybe I should have ran up for that. Bot lane dies again. That's quite rough. I'm not following my Sejuani, so... Push out mid lane and then take my base. I have Storm Surge in base. Probably pick up Storm Surge and... Dark Seal. Dark Seal... I just have the perfect gold for it, and I think I'm gonna collect quite a few stacks this game. I don't hate the idea of running Deathcap third just for maximum damage. Shadow Flame is not bad either, just because I am quite accelerated. I don't have Flash, and I don't quite have my ult up yet, so that's a slight worry to me. Aphelios and Lulu are definitely gonna open mid lane now, which is good for us. That means I have pretty high likelihood of killing them on repeat, especially if my bot lane goes to match them. Because then I can push out bot lane and collect free kills on them. Okay. I think my Riven is dead again, but we get Drake. I'm just gonna trap here, wait for someone to face check. Hello, Lulu. Chunk her out. I don't have my ult, so be patient. Do you have a stun for me? You don't? I have a charm. Waiting for someone. Just being annoying, just being annoying. That's the name of the game here. Stalling out. Do you have anything for me, Shyvana? Or Sejuani? Nice. She dies. I feel like I held two of them while my... Yeah, I guess Shen held two of ours as well. I feel like if we came and slapped those guys, it would have been quite easy. I don't have ult, so this is a bit rough for me. And I'm walking on 8 wards. That sucks. Well, let's just run away. I don't think I get caught here. Graves is behind me, I think. Need to be a bit careful. No, he's not. Okay, well, the Aphelios didn't die. He used barrier, but that's kind of it. How do we win this game? I am a big threat, but I need my Sejuani to play with me. I'm not too worried about this play, because I have my ult coming up. I missed my charm. That sucks. I am gonna ult on this timer, I think. He's no barrier, right? Nice. Well, she had ult. Charm him. Ult up. Wait. Patience. Patience. Wait for spells. One more ult. Keep chasing. Ult again. He dies. Nice. Fantastic. Patience with your ult. Patience. It needs to be comboed with another spell. It's very important. That Aphelios is playing so aggressively. I respect it in a way. Like... You might look at him and think, wow, what an inter, but the scariest AD carries are the ones that have enchanter supports and play incredibly aggressively. And then can back it up with good mechanics. They are very scary to play against. Gonna open bot lane here. I want to start side laning. My Misfortune and Brand are gonna take over mid lane. I want to start side laning. Try to pressure this tower. If I can take this tower, which I should be able to, I don't think anyone really beats me in the isolated 1v1. Aphelios and Lulu can definitely 2-man match me, but if they 2-man match me, then they're sending all of their strength to deal with me, meaning that my teammates are kind of freed up, and no one else can 1-man match me. I don't think Shen can anymore either. Like, he's tanky, so he'll be annoying, but he's not gonna hold me forever. So I'm gonna do this, take the tower, and now I'm gonna run towards mid lane, and we're gonna look for a flank. That's all we're gonna do here. I am spotted on a ward, so we'll clear the ward. Oh, wait. There's a pick here. Aphelios is kind of trolling. Flash was a bit overkill, I reckon. Yeah, Aphelios just was not paying attention to his minimap. He didn't see me come up river. I was on ward here. I was on vision. I should have not been able to make that play happen. I used my ult, so I'm just gonna return bot lane. I don't think we should play this. I think this is kind of bad. There's no reason. My Brand just died. I don't like playing this. It's like the classic Atakan throw. We don't really have damage. Like, we really don't have damage. My misfortune is Collector. This is gonna take 5 years to kill. So, let me explain to you why this is bad. If Graves knows we're doing this one, first of all, he has the option to contest. Which is quite annoying for us, because this is gonna take a while to kill. And you'll see, this wave is gonna come out here. If someone on the enemy team decided to run mid lane here, we would have bled a mid tower. A decent chance, we would have bled 2 for an Atakan. The amount of times at the lower end of the ladder that I see... Oh, I might have to flash here. That's fine. I don't mind losing my flash. We'll play for the... this is a bit rough. I missed my spell as well. I missed my other spell as well. Just keep running. I have W. I have ult here as well. Oh, shoot, can I hit one spell? Take these plants. Go up. Get the... Not the Graves. Run away again. Play it slow. Look for charm. No mana. That sucks. Okay, got him. Yeah, I mean, I missed every single spell there. That sucks. Yeah, but the amount of times I've seen lower MMR players lose like 2 or 3 towers for an Atakan. I don't even know, man. It's not worth that much, I promise you. Like, yeah, no, it's really not. Riven is holding mid lane, so I don't know if I need to run mid lane. I'm actually a bit concerned that they can take a tier 2 in our face, so I'll open through mid here. My Riven is gonna run top lane, but there's nothing for me to do bot lane here, right? The wave is too far out, so I'm just gonna sit mid lane and wait. It's very difficult for me to find a play mid lane as well, though, because I don't have my ult. But it looks like Riven is looking for it. Okay. Clean one shot. Nice. I don't quite have a spell yet. Oh, Riven didn't ult. That's funny. I'll run bot lane. Riven should go top lane. I have my ult up soon, so we're just gonna rinse and repeat. We're gonna run bot lane, push out the wave, and you'll see. We're up 40 CS on the enemy Aphelios. We're up 60 CS on the enemy Yone. We're the highest CS in the game by quite a wide margin. Why is that? It's because we're collecting sidelines. It's because we're collecting these waves. No one else is collecting these waves. Like, Yone is kind of collecting the waves, you'll see. He collected 1 wave here, maybe 2. And then he ran back to mid lane, and now he's gonna get confused and do nothing mid lane. Or get a kill on Brand, lo and behold. But he's not gonna come back to bot lane, I don't think. For a while. Meaning that they're probably gonna drop a wave here. I am very worried about how far up I am right now. So I'm just gonna push this wave and leave. But you can see the Yone is bleeding here. I don't know what he's doing, but he's not doing what he should be doing. You can see he was a little bit late, so he lost 2 minions. And it's like, if you lose 2 minions every single wave, then, you know, you're gonna fall behind quite quickly. I might be on a ward here, but I am looking for a play. Okay, yeah, if there was no Scuttle Crab, I could have one-shot the Lulu. But there was a Scuttle Crab. So I didn't know if it was warded. Maybe there's a play here. My ult is maybe a bit much. Look for Lulu. If I can kill Lulu, it's quite hard for the enemy team to play. Wait for my spells here. Oh wait, I'm dead to the Graves, I think. Yeah, I kind of griefed that. I should have ulted earlier. It's my bad. The Graves did a lot of damage. Oh, he is quite strong. It's my bad. That's really my bad. That is potentially a game-losing throw. Depends how badly the rest of the fight goes. Aphelios died, so... What I wanted to do there was sit here and wait for my spells. I'm gonna get a Magi's, just because I don't have anything else I can buy right now. And then it's probably gonna be a Void Staff last, I would imagine. Crypt Bloom also sounds pretty good, because I can find a one-shot and then get a massive heal for my boys. But yeah, the reason I sat in the pit here was I was assuming I'd be able to tank the Graves for a little bit of time, then wait for my full rotation to come up, fire a full rotation, and then ult over the wall. So I would get maximum DPS and kind of chunk the Graves out of the fight. The Graves just dealt way more damage to me than I thought he would. So I died because I tried to get squeeze a little bit more damage. Which, I mean, yeah, sometimes you misevaluate how big of a threat the enemy champion is, and you try to squeeze a little bit more damage and you die. But in another world, the Graves doesn't kill me there. I chunk him out of the fight, and then Graves is out of the fight and I'm out of the fight. It's kind of okay. Because I had no ult, so I was not going to be useful anyway. Like, I'd already done my full rotation on the Lulu. Tried to one-shot her. And I had no ult. And Ahri without ult in a team fight is quite useless. Push out this wave and then just back off. We don't have any vision, so I can't really do anything. Yone is stepping up quite aggressively as well. Graves is mid lane. Oh, my misfortune has been one shot. That is not ideal. Now I have to go cover mid lane. Don't know what my brand is doing top lane either. Enemy team might play Baron here. I think that would be a pretty big mistake, but they might choose to do so. So I will walk mid lane, contest. We need some vision on the Nash here. Okay, they're running top lane to kill the our Shen, so I can just run bot lane now. Stop the Yone from getting this tier 2. There's no threat to the Baron. Like, if it's just my brand dying, I don't really care. If they're doing Baron, then trust me, I'll come. And I'll make sure they don't get it. Yone is gonna try to play this, huh? Don't I just kind of slap a charm in your forehead? Oh, you use E to dodge it. Well, don't I just kill you then? Are you gonna step back and Q? You are. He dies. Are they on it? I don't see them on it. Oh, they are on it. Oh, I need to TP then. This TP is quite aggressive. I don't have ult either, so this could be a bit rough. But they are on the Baron, so they might not turn on us. Charm Flash, maybe? Oh, nice, good pick. I don't think I have damage, though, sadly. My Electrocute is on cooldown. There was a Shen ult as well. Patience, patience. You will ult over the wall. Look for Lulu. Nice, one shot. Look for Shen next. Shen is next. He's the only target we can hit. Nice. Kill his tower. Aphelios is dead too. Can look for Graves. He will be in this bush. He dies. Nice. We can get Nash. He should die. Okay, he dies. Nice. We get Baron here. Nice. Yeah, I mean, again, another massive throw by the enemy team. Why would you do Baron when... like, you only killed the enemy support. And your Yone is bot lane. Like, what is the point? Like, you can do Baron, that's fine, but you need to play with the intention of turning if the enemy team actually comes. I think I'm gonna run top lane here, apply some pressure. I don't think there's really any reason to base yet. I don't quite have enough gold for whatever I want to buy. And I think I'm healthy enough to stay on the map. Though my only concern is I'm running quite low on mana, so that might be a reason that I cannot stay on the map. But in that case, I'll push out top lane, take my base now, and then someone is gonna come match and catch this top wave. Crypt Bloom. I don't quite have enough. I might just get Horizon Focus then. Horizon Focus is great on Ahri. Gives you a lot of stats that you like, including cooldown reduction, which, to be fair, matters a lot more early. But yeah, actually, they're starting to stack magic resist. I should have checked. That's a mistake. Because this also gives magic resist, right? It doesn't anymore. Okay. Used to. Opening top lane here because my misfortune is mid lane, my Riven is bot lane, so the only reasonable place I can go to get resources and apply pressure and drag people towards is top lane. So, we'll go top. And I do murder the Shen now as well, because I am full build, so. And I have a 4-level advantage on him. I am worried that someone might trap here alongside him, so I'm gonna sweep this, because I see no one on the map right now. So we need to be quite careful. Okay, I see Graves now, so I feel pretty confident that no one is top lane. I think I see everyone on the map. We're just gonna slap the Shen a bit. He's gonna probably taunt out. We'll just kill him slowly. Managed to kill that guy. I could look for mid lane here, but I think what makes more sense is I just saw everyone on the bot side. So instead of running mid lane and trying to force a play where the enemy team could respond, I'll just stay top. Take a free tower. No one is coming to stop me. If no one is coming to stop you when you're in the side lane, and there's nothing imminently happening on the map, why would you not just keep pushing and taking towers? Like, I'll slap this tower a little bit as well, then I'm gonna back off, predicting that the enemy team is gonna come up here to defend it, and I don't want to get caught, and I don't have my ult. Graves could be running behind me, that's why. But you'll see, I'm dragging them top lane. This gives my team time on the mid wave, on the mid lane tower, and now we get a free mid tower, because I dragged the enemy team top lane and then backed off, didn't get picked. It's very important you don't get picked in these spots. I'm gonna keep applying pressure top lane, because we're doing Drake. You wanna come stop me top lane? You can, but then you better give that Drake up. And now I see 2 people up here. So now I can cross down through mid lane. Oh, that's funny. 4 people top. But they tried to get behind me, but I ran down. That is very unfortunate for them. Maybe I can catch the Graves here as well. I don't think he knows I'm here. Yep, there we go. Run back to mid lane. Lulu is dead. Aphelios is not super scary. I could let my misfortune get these resources, because I'm full build regardless. Gonna sell my Horizon Focus. And then get a Void Staff. Then get an Elixir. Then Riven. No, Misfortune has Teleport? Okay, sure. I guess I'll open mid lane then. Guess I'm opening mid lane. I would have liked to sit in the side lane because I love pushing out side lane and then sweeping the enemy jungle. Opening mid lane is not that bad this late into the game because you can really push out mid lane and then choose whichever direction you want to go into to apply pressure in the enemy jungle. So, sure, you can have that. I'm full build anyway, buddy. So, we're going to choose bot side here because it looks like Aphelios is trying to play this. We would want to get this tower as well, so I'd like for you to shove out this wave. Okay, Aphelios and Graves are both running mid. We'll sweep this. And we'll run mid lane as well. Okay, this is warded too. They don't really have any scary engage, I don't think. Like, Shen Taunt is not very scary. So we can be very aggressive in their jungle. Transition this into a bot lane play now. Threaten a dive. Aphelios is mid lane. Wait, you just gave up the wave? Okay, it's a bit of a mistake. We can still get the tower though, it's fine. Giving up the wave that easily should not have happened though. Looking for the Shen is maybe a bit bad, to be honest. Play it patiently, be patient. Wow, I did not predict her flash, but it did work like that. Well, there we go. That's the game. I did not predict the Lulu flash there, I was aiming for the Graves. And that's the game. It looked rough, especially after that bot roam, and then when I died to the Graves and pit, I thought the game was lost. I thought that was going to be a rough game. But then, calm collected, keep collecting your resources, and I promise you, low elo AD carries, well, I say low elo, even in Challenger this happens, but they love getting caught on the mid wave. They love getting caught on the mid wave. So, if you just pressure the side lane, you get ahead in the laning phase, and you leverage that advantage into pressure advantage in the side lane, you can so easily catch the enemy AD carry and support on mid lane on repeat. It happens so frequently. And you can see damage dealt. The Yone did not exactly get to deal damage this game, did he? 6,000. Yeah, that's Ahri Yone. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Have a good one. See ya. And subscribe.